everybody, we're going to be doing the install of the Borla S-Line exhaust on our Mustang GT. This will be our project for the day. Kind of a little background on the car. We bought this used earlier last spring, and it had some exhaust work done on it. It's straight piped right now. So we're going to be taking off the old exhaust and then putting on the new Borla S-Line. Alright, so we've got the car lifted up. When you jack it up, make sure you keep the front wheels from rolling forward. Then we've just got it on 2 jack stands in the back. Should give us enough clearance.
So I'm using a 15mm impact socket with the impact wrench here to take off these front bolts. I'm going to highly recommend you hit these with PB Blaster, the nuts anyway, the night before or even a few days before you do the exhaust install. A lot of these stock nuts are going to be rusted from salt and stuff like that on the road, so I'm going to recommend you hit that with PB Blaster. It'll knock off some of the rust and unfreeze them. It'll be a lot easier to impact these nuts off and get the factory system out of there.
Yeah, that's good. Take a little weight off of it, it might turn better, I don't know.
After you get the front part of the system off with those 15mm nuts we were working on, that'll basically leave the front end loose, and that leaves you with the rear hangers here. Just wrench these off, and then you can lift them up and then drop the whole system out.
Got it. We just need to pull it out of the front.
Watch your face.
Yeah. Watch your face.
Oh.
Wow.
Quick part update. This is the old exhaust that we pulled out of the car. Obviously you can see someone just chopped it off with a angle grinder. This is the new Borla exhaust. We've got it all clamped up, starting up here with the 3-inch adapters clamped on the midsection of the exhaust here, and then that's clamped to the pipes running out the back. We'll install the mufflers themselves once we get that section of the exhaust under the car.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we're about to finally put the exhaust back into the car. We've got it all laid out right here. We actually got some new clamps. The stock clamps were a bit rusty and one of the bolts wasn't working with us, so we got some new clamps there. That last piece you just saw was me grinding off the nubs off the stock exhaust, so we get these new sleeves on here. So that'll look really good.
The clip you're watching right now is us installing the Borla system onto the car. However, we had pieced the pipes together outside of the car in the garage, and we got some of the angles and stuff wrong. So we're hanging it right here in the video as one piece. However, we determined that the angles aren't going to work. We're going to have to disassemble this. The best way to go about this would be installing the X-pipe, which is the front of the exhaust system, and just working your way back one piece at a time. Don't try and install it all at once.
So now once we move past this X pipe, we just fitted in the first rear section of the exhaust, and it's just hanging here right now. We're gonna fit on the muffler piece and adjust it as needed, but we're keeping this clamp loose. Highly recommend hanging one at a time. We've got one in, we're gonna throw the second one in here and should be done.
Overall, the install of the Borla S-type catback was really good. Going from straight pipes to this system's awesome. There was a lot of drone with the straight pipes, especially on highways. You'd be in 6th gear and it would just be annoying. There's absolutely no drone within the cabin itself, which is awesome, but it's brutally loud outside. Kind of the perfect combination. Of course, you can go with the Borla Attack exhaust, which are really, really loud, but this S-type, man, no drone in the cabin, but brutally loud outside. Doesn't get much better than that. I give it a solid thumbs up.